Hello, and thank you for taking the time to hear about the work of Proper Job. My name is Alison Salis. I'm the current CEO of the organisation. This presentation is from our annual general meeting, and it covers the last financial year from April 22 to March 23. In this presentation, I will provide an overview of the year, highlighting both our successes and challenges. I will then discuss the current financial year and our future direction. I'd like to introduce the Board of Trustees who have been steering the strategic direction of the charity and ensuring that good governance is adhered. The charity's governing structure is a charitable incorporated organisation. The voting rights sit with the Board of Trustees, so we won't be voting new members in today. However, we'd be interested in talking to anyone who's interested in getting involved in the project. If you have any questions or comment, please do not hesitate to contact me. My email address is alison@proper-job.org. An overview of our charitable objectives were for the public benefit and the protection and preservation of the environment, in particular but not exclusively by the promotion of waste reduction, reuse, reclamation, recycling, use of recycled products and the use of surplus, and advancing the education of the public about all aspects of waste generation, waste management and waste recycling in the United Kingdom. Our values are to be resourceful, respectful, positive, innovative and to always act with integrity. Proper Job strategic goals. Proper Job aims to enhance the financial stability of the organisation, to promote waste reduction and conservation, to improve infrastructure and empower our community to become more resourceful, ultimately achieving a positive environmental and social impact. Financial stability. The COVID-19 pandemic underscored the necessity for organisations to maintain an adequate reserve. Without support measures like furlough scheme, many businesses, including ours, would have faced significant challenges. Over the next 3 years, we aim to establish a more financially sustainable organisation by raising up to £60,000 in reserves. This is approximately 3 months' running costs. Waste reduction. To encourage waste reduction, we host skills and educational events, sharing workshops and provide our local space for reuse and repair. Our objective is to create a model that other communities can follow. In addition to waste reduction, we're dedicated to advancing the conservation efforts through educational initiatives that promote sustainable choices within our community. Our events include environmental film screenings, composting workshops, biodiversity awareness days, and they aim to foster a better natural environment. Infrastructure. We also intend to enhance our infrastructure. With ongoing maintenance of our resource centre site being the priority, our improvements will focus on upgrading facilities for staff and volunteers, particularly through energy efficiency measures and issues regarding safety. Community engagement. We strive to cultivate a sustainable community by reaching out and collaborating with other groups and initiatives. By strengthening environmental connections, we find a balance to support both people and planet. Our achievements for 2023-2024. We facilitated the reuse of 46,000 items. That's 3.8% increase from the previous year. We welcomed over 16,000 customers. This averages to about 62 per day. This was an increase of 3.2 on the previous year. We improved energy efficiency by installing solar panels. We're currently running at 91% self-efficiency at the resource centre site. And we increased our voluntary capacity by 3.6%. We're now receiving 27.5 hours of volunteer hours a week. Thanks to the funding received from the National Lottery Awards for All and the West Devon Growing Community Fund and South West Water, we've successfully delivered 26 workshops and events, reaching a total of 681 people. All of these events promote the benefits of waste reduction, environmental conservation, whilst also providing a welcoming and positive experience that enhances community well-being. This graph demonstrates the growth in educational participants over the last 4 years. As you can see, we've maintained the number of attendees from the previous year. We facilitated the reuse of 46,000 items. This graph illustrates the comparison of items reused over a 3-year period. The organisation experienced a 3.4% increase in growth in sales compared to the previous year. While this is a commendable increase, it's insufficient to offset the rising inflationary costs and significant increases in national minimum wage. The charity has been working to diversify its income streams. Examples of this are online sales, grants and fundraising, and also purchasing of new stock. Our eBay auction sales have generated £7,700 this year. Traditionally, these items would have been sold at the resource centre or uptown, but we're actively working to expand our market by selling niche items that are difficult to sell locally at their full value. This initiative has received mixed feedback. While some customers express disappointment that these items are no longer available to purchase in person, others in the community appreciate the opportunity to view high-value items online and save on postage fees. Moreover, selling these items online helps to protect them from theft and damage. By leveraging online sales, we're maximising our fundraising efforts for the charity. For context, last year we sold 108 items in total online out of the 46,000 items that we sell from the yard and uptown. So this equates to only 3.5 items sold online per week. Feedback from the local community has highlighted the importance of affordability. Over the past year, we have diligently worked to strike a balance between offering quality second-hand goods at affordable prices and capitalising on high-value items. We are incredibly fortunate to have received generous donations from several individuals, including exceptional items valued over £700 each. In these instances, donors expect the charity to maximise return from their contributions. We're committed to ensure that everyday essentials remain affordable to encourage a thriving circular economy within our rural community. We've been part of the Community Repaint Scheme for over 25 years, and we're proud to be the only community repaint scheme in Devon. Previously, we greatly benefited from paint donations from Farrow and Bull. However, they no longer provide paint to charities in the UK. To recover from this loss, we have been actively building a new relationship with suppliers such as Dulux, which has resulted in a 24% increase in donations from 22 to 23. It's wonderful to witness the positive impact the paint has on local organisations. Last year, Proper Jobs supported schools, nurseries and local amateur dramatic groups by providing them with free subsidised paint that would have otherwise gone to waste. Thanks to the People's Postcode Lottery, we have successfully installed more solar panels at the resource centre. This initiative has significantly improved our energy efficiency, with our Tesla app currently indicating that we're operating at 91% self-efficiency year to date. This advancement will positively impact our financial stability, saving us approximately £4,000 annually in electricity costs and generating a new income from exporting energy back to the grid. The value of our volunteers is tremendous. Not only do they support our operational activities, but they also enable us to fix and repair items that might otherwise go unattended. Our volunteers bring a wealth of expertise and knowledge, particularly retired individuals who have so much to offer. Additionally, they help improve the diversity within our team. Our initiative to increase volunteer hours throughout the organisation aligns with several key areas of our strategic plan. By incorporating more volunteers, we can enhance our financial stability and alleviate some of the rising costs associated to salaries, pensions, and national insurance. The contributions of our volunteers foster a great sense of ownership and community inclusion, enriching the fabric of our organisation. Moreover, our volunteers will share their skills in sustainable practices such as composting, tool repair, biodiversity enhancement, and further benefiting our community and mission. As you may have seen, we have been busy improving infrastructure at the Resource Centre. We have improved the efficiency of our energy efficiency of our buildings by installing insulation into our cabins. We have taken a phased and holistic approach to repair and maintain areas of the Resource Centre, taking one area at a time. And we have improved staff and volunteer facilities, including the kitchen and processing areas. This graph provides a financial overview of the charity's performance over the last 5 years. In the fiscal year 2020 to 21, our financial results are positively impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, as the charity received emergency funding which resulted in a surplus of £33,000, which enabled the charity to survive over the next few years. However, it's important to note that this year was not a typical year and does not accurately reflect our ongoing performance. The financial figures for 21-22 were also notably influenced by the sale of the Courtyard Cafe and Shop, which boosted our income by £20,000. In 2022 to 23, it posed significant challenges due to a reduction in funding opportunities, as most external funding shifted and it focused on COVID recovery projects and addressing the cost of living crisis. In 23-24, we managed to achieve a modest surplus of around £2,000. By presenting these figures side by side, I aim to highlight that we are operating very close to the edge of financial stability and may be becoming overly reliant on grant funding to survive. While it's not a necessity for us to generate large surpluses as a charity, maintaining a healthy surplus is essential for bolstering reserves and investing in growth and innovation, which are crucial to the success of the long-term success of our initiative. In January 24, members of the Proper Job team gathered for a visioning session aimed at identifying strategies to improve our future prospects. This session, which I facilitated, focused on developing actionable ideas to enhance the offering of Proper Job. I always find the timing of AGMs rather peculiar because we're discussing the previous financial year, while we're already in the third quarter of this financial year. I'd like to share some insights on how we're doing currently. What we've observed this year is that conditions are extremely unpredictable. We're navigating several volatile external factors. Weather. As I'm sure you can agree, we've experienced one of the worst summers, which is likely to have affected visitor numbers to Chagford. This inclement weather is also a significant deterrent to local people, making them hesitant to shop at the Resource Centre if they have to brave the rain. Interestingly, last quarter we noticed a 7.5% decrease in customers at the Resource Centre, contrasted to an 8% increase in customers at our cosy uptown location. Cost of living. A common phrase we hear a lot at the Resource Centre is we saw lots of items we liked but nothing we needed, indicating that people are being more cautious with their spending. Changes in shopping habits. The rise of online selling is becoming increasingly competitive, particularly with platforms like Vinted, leading to fewer high-quality donations as people opt to sell items for themselves instead. Politics. The recent change in the Labour government and the introduction of a new budget have created further uncertainty in the market. Given these challenges, we're keen to grow our customer base at both the resource centre and Uptown by targeting advertising efforts in Oakhampton and Bovey areas. We're also working on enhancing our yard to create a more comfortable experience for our customers. We plan to install heating and insulation in the cabins to create a more comfortable condition in the winter. Thanks to the recent crowdfunding campaign and Chagford Music Day, we have raised the funds to do this. We plan to install a customer toilet showcasing a new waterless system at the resource centre. We plan to continue to increase our volunteers, improving recruitment and retention. We plan to increase our educational beneficiaries, hosting regular events such as Chagfix. And we plan to introduce a new loyalty card scheme to reward our regular customers. By addressing these issues and enhancing our outreach, we hope to navigate this challenging period more effectively by improving our customer experience. Without the hard work and commitment of the local community, Proper Job would not be what it is today. It stands as an inspiring example of how the circular economy can foster resilience in a rural area, serving as a model that many towns aspire to replicate for their own community-led initiative. Thank you to our talented and dedicated staff and volunteers. We have 7 full-time employees and 6, actually, I apologise, these figures are wrong. We have 8 regular volunteers and we had 80 volunteers work throughout the year and helped with one-off projects and events. And we have 5 voluntary trustees. That's the end of my presentation for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email address is alison@proper-job.org. I hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit more about our project. And if you'd like to get involved, please give us a shout. Thank you very much. Bye.